What if your smartphone could outperform your laptop, capture Hollywood quality video, and last for days on a single charge? The Galaxy S25 Ultra might just make this a reality, potentially dethroning the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Let's dive into the future of mobile technology. First things first, the S25 Ultra is expected to pack Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chip, and this thing is shaping up to be an absolute monster. Early benchmarks are showing some jaw-dropping numbers that could potentially match or even surpass Apple's A18 Bionic chip. Yeah, you heard that right. Samsung might finally close the gap in raw processing power and maybe even pull ahead. But it's not just about benchmark scores. The real-world implications are huge. We're looking at faster app launches, smoother multitasking, and the ability to handle complex tasks like on-device AI processing without breaking a sweat. Imagine editing 4K videos on your phone with the same ease as you would on a high-end laptop. That's the kind of power we're talking about. Speaking of AI, let's not forget about Samsung's Galaxy AI features. The S24 series introduced some pretty nifty AI tricks, and you can bet your bottom dollar that Samsung's going to double down on this for the S25 Ultra. Now, here's the scoop. The US version of the Galaxy S25 Ultra is likely going to come with something called the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chip. Now, that might not mean much to you, but trust us, it's a big deal. This little powerhouse is set to give the iPhone 16 Pro Max a run for its money. How do we know? Well, some clever folks managed to spot the Galaxy S25 Ultra in a performance test called Geekbench. And the results? Let's just say they're turning heads. The S25 Ultra scored 3,069 points in single-core performance and a whopping 9,080 points in multi-core tests. We might see more advanced real-time translation, smarter photo editing, and AI capabilities that make the iPhone look downright primitive in comparison. Oh, and for all you power users out there, there's a rumor floating around about 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's laptop-level memory in your pocket, people. This could mean seamless multitasking between dozens of apps without a hint of slowdown. Plus, with that much RAM, the S25 Ultra could potentially handle desktop-class applications, blurring the line between smartphones and computers even further. The combination of this cutting-edge chip, ample RAM, and advanced AI capabilities could set a new standard for smartphone performance. We're not just talking about incremental improvements here. This could be a quantum leap that leaves the competition scrambling to catch up. Now, let's talk cameras, because this is where things get really exciting. The Ultra series has always been about pushing photography boundaries, and the S25 Ultra looks set to take things to a whole new level. We're expecting the same beastly 200-megapixel main sensor, but don't yawn just yet. Samsung's probably cooking up some software magic to squeeze even more detail out of it. But the real game changer could be the rumored upgrades to the other lenses. There's talk of a massive jump for the ultra-wide camera, going from 12 megapixels to a whopping 50 megapixels. This could mean incredibly detailed landscape shots and vastly improved low-light performance for those wide-angle nighttime cityscapes. Now, here's where it gets really interesting: the telephoto lenses. We might see two 50-megapixel telephoto cameras, one at 3 times zoom and another at 5 times. But here's the kicker: there's chatter about variable capabilities. What does that mean? Well, we could be looking at smooth, continuous zoom between 3 times and 5 times, and possibly even beyond. Imagine capturing distant subjects with the clarity of a professional camera, all from your phone. This setup could potentially blow the iPhone 16 Pro Max's camera system out of the water. While Apple's been playing it safe with incremental camera upgrades, Samsung seems ready to redefine what's possible with smartphone photography. But it's not just about the hardware. Samsung's been killing it with computational photography, and we expect the S25 Ultra to take things to the next level. Think better night mode, more realistic portraits, maybe even some AI-powered editing tools built right into the camera app. We could be looking at a device that not only captures amazing photos, but also helps you perfect them right on the spot. And let's not forget about video. With all this camera power, we wouldn't be surprised to see 8K video recording at higher frame rates, or maybe even some fancy new stabilization tech that makes your handheld videos look like they were shot on a professional rig. All right, let's talk about what you'll be staring at all day, the screen. Samsung's been the king of displays for years, and it looks like they're not about to give up that crown anytime soon. Rumor has it the S25 Ultra might sport a 6.9-inch display, which is just a hair bigger than its predecessor. But size isn't everything. It's what you do with it that counts. We're hearing whispers of even thinner bezels, pushing that screen-to-body ratio to new heights. This means more immersive viewing experiences for your videos, games, and everyday apps. But what's really got us excited is the potential for record-breaking brightness levels. The S24 Ultra already wowed us with 2600 nits, but Samsung might push it even further. We could be looking at a screen so bright you could probably use it as a flashlight in a pinch. Okay, maybe not that bright, but you get the idea. Color accuracy is another area where Samsung might leave Apple in the dust. We're talking about colors so vibrant and true to life, they'll make the real world look dull in comparison. And with Samsung's expertise in AMOLED technology, you can bet those blacks will be inky deep, providing incredible contrast for all your content. But it's not just about the visuals. The S25 Ultra's display could break records in responsiveness too. We might see an even higher refresh rate, maybe pushing beyond 120 Hz to 144 Hz or even 165 Hz. This would mean buttery smooth scrolling and gaming that could make the iPhone's ProMotion display feel sluggish in comparison. And let's not forget about durability. Samsung's been using Gorilla Glass Victus, but who knows? They might introduce an even tougher glass for the S25 Ultra, setting new standards for scratch and shatter resistance. Coupled with improved water and dust resistance, this could be the most durable flagship phone we've ever seen. Now, let's talk juice. The S24 Ultra already impresses with its 5,000 mAh battery, but Samsung might push things even further with the S25 Ultra. We're not just talking about a bigger battery, although that's certainly possible. The real gains could come from improved efficiency. With the new Snapdragon chip expected to be more power efficient and Samsung's continued refinement of their One UI software, we could be looking at a phone that lasts well into a second day of heavy use. Imagine not having to worry about charging your phone every night. That's the dream, right? But it's not just about capacity. Charging speed is where Samsung could really break records. While they've been a bit conservative lately, sticking with 45-watt fast charging, the S25 Ultra could be where they finally unleash the beast. We could see charging speeds that make the iPhone's charging capabilities look positively ancient in comparison. Maybe 100-watt fast charging, or even higher? This could mean topping up your phone from 0 to 50% in just a few minutes. Let's not forget about wireless charging. Samsung's already ahead of Apple in this department, but they could widen that gap even further. Faster wireless charging speeds, reverse wireless charging for your earbuds or smartwatch, and maybe even some long-distance wireless charging tech that lets you juice up your phone just by being in the same room as the charger. Battery health is another area where Samsung could set new standards. With advanced battery management systems and AI-powered usage optimization, the S25 Ultra could maintain its battery capacity for years, much longer than current smartphones. This would not only be a win for consumers, but also for the environment, reducing the need for frequent phone replacements. All of these potential advancements add up to a device that could redefine our expectations of smartphone battery life and charging. If Samsung can deliver on even half of these possibilities, they'll have a device that makes the iPhone 16 Pro Max look like it's running on AA batteries. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with all the latest tech news and reviews, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and share it with your friends who are also tech enthusiasts. Remember, we'll be covering the official launch of the Galaxy S25 Ultra as soon as it happens.